my goodness. Hello, 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 everyone. I know I am early, but I just wanted to come in and review Shahs of Sunset. Oh my God, that reunion was a mess. Hi, Susan. How you doing? Oh, that reunion just, whew. I don't know if anybody watched it, but if you didn't, you might want to check it out. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that like the Shahs of Sunset, and I only cover it when things are really, really good because sometimes it's a little boring. But I'm not going to keep you long. I know everybody has things to do. It's lunchtime. Hi, Cooch. Welcome, 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 welcome. So let's see. I think they filmed it this time in California because the reason I'm saying that is because MJ was at home and she was getting dressed. You know, she had a makeup team there, and then she goes into Baby Sham's room where Tommy happens to be sleeping at, which I think he's been sleeping there for quite some time. You know, she asks him, does he want to come out and see her dressed? And he says no. He wanted nothing to do with it. He's really upset because she sent the pictures of her boobs to these guys, which is crazy. And I would never do that. I don't care how mad I am at my significant other, you know, so that's something you don't do. But so she does that, and he's not happy with that. And he's not even going to the reunion. So, you know, we see everybody dressed. I cracked up laughing when I saw Mike. I said, is he trying to dress like Prince? Because that to me was freaking hilarious, the way he looked with that tight suit on. And I don't know why Mike thinks he's the same size that he used to be, but he's not. So I'm gonna need him to start doing some other stuff. So Andy asks MJ at the reunion, you know, about if this was considered a gangbang, because you remember when they had the party at Destiny's house and they were asking about their fantasies, and people were saying that they wanted, you know, her fantasy was a gangbang. And so he's asking her, and she said yes. And then he asked about how's the marriage. And she said that he was kind of pissed because she said Tommy was upset because she stated that her marriage was in shambles. And she did state it. She's telling her friends that they hardly ever have sex or anything else. You thought he wore it well, Cooch? I did not. I didn't like that on him. I'm sorry, I just didn't like that on him. And when I saw it, I went back and I found, I should have did a side-by-side comparison with the suit that Prince had on one time, except for he had the little frilly lace on his. But I didn't like Mike in that suit. I really, really didn't. You know, and then, you know, Nema, you know, they were talking about, they asked Gonessa about the baby, and Nema made a comment that he thought that Mike was the father of baby Elijah. And, you know, Andy makes a comment about Nema's teeth again. He said that his teeth are settling in really well. And I was laughing on that one. But, you know, MJ, you know, she's sitting there. Now, God knows, this is the first reunion where I think that MJ looked really, really, well, she looked good. Gonessa always knocks it out the park. She really does. Reza, with his Fendi outfit on, he knocks it out the park. With all the jewelry that him and, you know, I could have went on that stage and just held a gun and robbed everybody for the jewelry they had on. Nema, Destiny, she just got, that's when Andy was asking her about her face, and she was like, no. And then she said, well, I had fillers done. She looks horrible. I don't like Destiny, and I'm still trying to remember why she's on the show. MJ here, she's a little jealous. You can see that she's jealous about the relationship that Reza has with Gigi, especially Gigi, but also the relationship he has with Destiny. And, you know, she made that little comment. Well, and then Andy says that we're going to get to that. Mike, of course, has moved again. He's no longer in his high rise, which we know every season he's in another house. So now he's saying that he and Paulina bought a house in the suburbs, and well, in the burbs is what he said. And they're happy, they live together. And NEMA said it's a nice house, and I think it was MJ said it was a nice house. Hi, Yvette, how are you? Thank you for joining us. So, Reza was saying that, Andy was saying, Reza told him that he lost 75 pounds. And then Andy says, I hear that when you lose weight, that it goes in other places. And Reza says, yeah, because Dr. Oz or someone said for every 20 pounds you lose, you gain 3 inches in your PP, which I have never heard of that. Seriously. I have never heard of that. Yeah, Mike is bipolar. Gigi, she's really excited about being a mom, and she was talking about how she stalked her sperm donor on social media, and then she had to stop because she was nervous before she went in the night before to fertilize her eggs, and she wanted to make sure that she was getting what she had paid for and what the guy said. And they talked about she and MJ being mothers at the same time. And, MJ says she feels really good about it. And of course, Gigi's going to be honest. She says if it wasn't for the fact that they have kids, they wouldn't be friends. And I can see that. I can really, really see that. So I was just, this whole reunion, and that's when it comes up that, MJ is jealous of the relationship that Reza has with other people. And then Mike tries to chime in saying that, it's like if he's mad at someone, he moves to the next one in line, and Reza corrected them on that. He says, no, he goes, it's like it's a pie. The pie will never be sliced evenly. You're always closer to one person. There's always one person that you're closer to than a lot of people in the group. And that's true in any relationship. You can be in a friend group, but you always feel closer to someone else. And it's the honest truth, but they try to make it seem like because Reza isn't on good terms with MJ, that, he moved to Gonessa. No. And, if we come to find out that MJ is jealous because he's posting all of these pictures of him and GG or him or Reza and Destiny. And she's saying, well, NEMA is telling her that he's doing it on purpose to make her jealous. So that's her insecurity. But you got to remember, your husband doesn't want you around. Well, he doesn't want his son around Reza. Reza's not allowed at your home. So, they brought up the topic about Reza's doing his backyard again, and they showed the picture. The backyard is gorgeous. And, Andy wants to know how much did he spend? And, Gigi says he's got one cactus that's over 20,000. Mike sat there and rolled his eyes. He's always had a jealousy when it comes to Reza. You know what? This season wasn't the best season. And when they threw London in there, I have no idea why, because MJ met her on IG. I just didn't understand why they would bring someone else into the group. I don't understand why NEMA is there. And I don't understand why Destiny is there. Destiny was the party planner. Okay, that's it. Mike was dating NEMA's sister. Why is NEMA and Destiny on this show? They need to go. They're not adding anything. They're just there as a prop. That's it. They're just a prop. They bring nothing to the show. And then we get into the fact that, they were talking about Mike and Gigi lives a mile away from each other. So I told you that Gigi had bought a home, and I guess she bought her home, and now Mike is living in that same area. She said that Mike didn't come to baby Elijah's party. And, and he says that it was because they invited Jessica. But the whole thing is, you say that you and Jessica talk from time to time. So why wouldn't you go to your friend's house for her baby's party? You should be able to be civil to each other. Jessica is not worried about you. She doesn't care about you. It was the second to worst or worse in a different. Yeah, it was. This wasn't their best season. Hi, Gwen. Welcome. Let's see. So I was just like, okay, first he says he and Jessica are friends. Again, Mike just lies all the time. So, and of course, that MJ is upset because she hasn't been to Reza's house to see his thing. But you got to remember, Adam was the one that wanted that restraining order because he didn't feel safe around Tommy. And then they brought up the fact about the trip they took to Palm Springs and the fact that Reza said he was going to be Persian polite to NEMA. And they asked him what is Persian polite. And he just says, that's when he stood up and he showed you bow, and the whole time you're talking in your head like you're cursing them out. But that didn't turn out like that. Reza called him a bitch, told him he needs to get his nose done. Reza just went off on him, if you guys remember that. But then he came back, he calmed down, and he apologized to him. And here goes MJ. She wants them to be a sixum, and not 3-on-3. No, she wants to try to control everything. Her jealousy is there. It is really there. So they got into the fact about the sexting, and Gigi was saying how she had Mike's back because he's her friend. And, they got into a back and forth. And, she called Paulina his bitch. She told him to put his bitch on a leash, on a leash. Oh God, what is wrong with me this morning? On a leash, and just to get control of her. And he got offended. She goes, well, she is a bitch, and that's what she meant. And then they started going back and forth. And I can't believe that Gigi said his mother was a bitch. Gigi went off. Loch Nessa came back. Yes. Loch Nessa came back. I was like, oh, Loch Nessa is in the house. Reza is, she said Texas is a drama queen. She meant Reza. Loch Nessa was in the house last night. I said, go ahead, Loch Nessa. So then they start talking about the sexting, and MJ was saying that she hadn't seen Mike, and, she finally talked to him, and he and Paulina came in, and that's when he said, yeah, that's when I gave you that watered down or fake story, which the whole story was a lie. And, they wanted to know what's worse, sexting or naked Jenga. And, everybody was saying that sexting is not cheating because it's not physical. You're not there with the person physically. I think it's cheating. I think sexting is cheating. I think if you're talking to another person and you're having these long sexual conversations with this person, it is cheating. It's cheating on an emotional level. Hi, Katie. It is cheating on an emotional level. And I don't care how you put it. Naked Jenga is cheating if that's what you were playing. Okay, unless your spouse is there or your partner is there, it's cheating. Period. Cheating is cheating. If you have an emotional connection to someone or a physical thing and you're going back and forth on the phone and you're sending each other messages that your significant other doesn't know about, it's cheating. That's what it is. It's cheating. So, then they started talking. So, Mike and Destiny, of course, don't see eye to eye, which I thought they made up, and that they were going to be these be cordial. Well, Mike went after Destiny about her lying about the work she had done on her face. And they're getting into Mike trying to hook up with two of Destiny's friends. And he keeps saying Arizona. And Destiny corrected him. She says, no, this was in California. And she never told anyone. And she said, and it, Mike's sitting there looking like a buffoon because, again, he's still lying. I don't know why this man is in a relationship when he can't keep his little peen. Well, they said it's a nice size in his, in his pants. He's somebody, he misses the chase. He likes to get what he wants. Okay. All right. So you were married to Jessica. You missed the chase, but Jessica was the woman of your dreams and you were going to love her forever, but you cheated. Okay. Now you're with Paulina. She's the woman of your dreams. And I'm going to be like everything. The speech he gave at that party at Destiny's house, to me, and to everybody else that was there was the same speech he gave when he was caught cheating on Jessica. He is just a lie. Hi, Robin. He's been lying. Hi, Paranormal. Girl, you better get them studies going because we need you to pass that test now. Come on, get your studies going. Yes, Mike is a liar. Mike has been caught so many times. So then they bring up the fact about Paulina sending the messages to everybody in the group. And as I told you guys, Gigi was on IG, and she said that Paulina only sent the messages to the people that were on the show. She didn't send it to all of Mike's other friends. She only sent it to the people on the show because she wanted to embarrass him. And they wouldn't play that game. So, she said that when she sent her the message, she didn't appreciate it. And then we find out that the woman tried to reach out to them as well, and they shut her down. I was like, well, damn. Hi, Crazy Cat Mama. Oh, Gwen, you're back at the doctor's. I hope everything's okay. Oh, my God. Speaking of the doctors, Red Hot is up. She's woke. She's probably going to be in a hospital for another week and a half, 2 weeks, but she's woke. They started doing the reversal, I guess, reversing the medication, I guess, Friday night, but she is awake. And I'm sorry, I meant to tell you guys that. She is awake. Hi, Laura. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, so she is awake. And I meant to tell you this, guys, when I started, and I forgot until I saw the doctor's thing. But she's got a long road. She still can't eat anything. They have her on liquids, which, of course, that's going to be it. But she's awake. So that is a good thing. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Then during the break, they had this break, and Mike and Reza are talking. And Mike and Reza tells Mike that MJ keeps coming at him, and she wants him to look like the bad guy. Now, I thought he and MJ were in a better place, but undoubtedly they're not. And she keeps coming, and Reza tells Mike that it's up to them to stop her from doing this. And then you see Destiny. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me turn my phone. I forgot my phone was on. Then you see Destiny talking to GG, telling her that she and Reza to have her back when Mike is coming at her and saying all these things. I don't like Destiny. Destiny's a liar. Anybody can see that she's had stuff done to her face. Her face looks bloated. It looks fuller, as Andy was being nice about it. So everybody's trying to get their alliances going. So I think it's funny. Yes, she did. She called his mom that. Hi, Barbie. How are you? Oh, yeah, she left a message. She's good. Yes. Well, I said great. When I was talking to her, I said, no, you're not great. You're in pain. I can hear it. But she is doing, she's doing really well. So, after the break, Paulina comes on, she's there. Gigi comes back. She and Reza walks in, and she has the roses that Mike gave all the women. And she gave a rose to Destiny, telling her that she's a beautiful rose. And, because they call her Destiny Rose. Notice you didn't get one to MJ. Right past her, gave the flowers to Paulina and said, here are the flowers for Mike. He goes, well, she already had hers. And so Andy says, what, you don't want the flowers? She says, no, not for someone who called me a bitch. And she didn't want them. So Mike took them and threw them on the floor. I put them on the floor, but they're on the floor. Those roses were at least $300-400. So, okay. So he bought all the women roses. So Paulina's there, and Gigi says, they were sitting right next to, she was sitting next to Paulina and Mike, and Reza says, let's change spots, because they were getting into an argument again. So they changed spots. And so Andy asked her, when Paulina was saying that the reason she was there is because she left on a sour note. And Gigi says she has nothing to say because undoubtedly her having Mike's back the whole season didn't mean anything to him. And Paulina starts, and then she and Gigi, you know, she says that Mike treats her kids so well. You know, they bring up the fact about her texting Jessica because, you know, she said, Andy brought up the fact, she goes, well, I heard you texted Jessica. And she goes, well, he said, so what was that about? And she says, well, you know, because you just asked me. He goes, no, I just know you texted her. So then she tells him that, you know, she has Mike's passwords. Surprise. I'm sure that Mike, well, he's already says he had 2 phones. So she saw that Jessica had sent him a picture of some shoes, and Mike asked her if the shoes were fake. And she said, yes, as fake as your girlfriend. So she took offense to that. So she took it upon herself. She goes, like any woman would do. And she sent Jessica a message. And she said it wasn't, well, we already know because Gigi said that she was sending her all of these nasty messages. So it wasn't just that one time. So then, you know, they asked Gigi if she knew. Gigi said, yes, she was going to keep her mouth closed. Like I said, you know, because he didn't appreciate it. And she was talking, and Paulina was like, what did I, Gigi told Paulina she was ratchet. And Paulina says, call Gigi a hood rat. I was like, damn. Now I just want to say this. They all looked like they had this bronzer on because they were tanner than tan. They were tanner than tan. They had, everybody was bronzed up from what I can see. Yes, she is. Yes, praise. Okay, let's see. In my opinion, Mike would never be able to be faithful. No. He has cheated on every single one. Yes, he has. He's had 2 serious relationships that we know of since he's been on the show. Oh, love you too, sweetie. Yeah, so anyway, so, you know, they go back and forth. Then, you know, we come back and Paulina is talking about how she doesn't like Mike being on the show. And, you know, and then Andy asked Mike, if she said it's the show or her, what would you choose? Took Mike a while to answer. There was no commercial break. Everybody was going, oh, wow, that says a lot. And of course, he says that he would choose her, which we know that's not true. He likes having his face plastered on that show. He likes being on that show. That's how he picks up all these women. She said that, you know, and she was talking about how great their life was together. And Destiny flat out said, she goes, it's not great, it's a sham. She's bragging about how Mike does things for her kids that nobody else, no other man does for kids. How he brushes their teeth, give them a bath. I don't know about anybody else, but my husbands did the same thing. They brushed their teeth. They gave him a bath. So I don't know what Mike is doing that's so wonderful that no other man was, you know, does for the kids. So Mike is sitting there and he was talking about, you know, they were talking about them taking a long vacation this year. And Mike told her, you know, if they're going to take this vacation that they want the kids to go. And he was bragging about going around the lazy river 652 times. I guess he's bragging about being with the kids. And that, you know, he had talked to her oldest son about proposing to their mom. And he was happy about it. So undoubtedly, the little boy had on some tight jeans, like Mike had to say. Instead of saying straight leg, he said he had tight jeans on and the ring was bulging from his pocket. Hi, Miss Wanda, how are you? Yes, Mike does. He comes across like he's abusive. He does. You know, like he wants things his way. So, again, you know, so he's saying that the son was talking to his mom and saying, I love you with Mike, and Mike and you were good together. And, you know, so the son actually proposed to her, and Mike was on his knees when that happened. So, you know, they go to commercial break and then they come back and Destiny just calls out Paulina. She was saying that Paulina has told her all kinds of things that she haven't divulged about what's been going on. You know, they said it was only once, which we know in the show. Paulina had told Destiny that it was over 10 or 10 times. And Destiny said, you better come clean because you know what you told me isn't true. So then Gigi asked her, she goes, is what Destiny saying true? And Paulina said, well, she's confided in her about some things. So Mike is sitting there looking dumb and doofus because we all know that Mike's a liar and Mike's a cheater. Mike is never going to change. Again, I'm trying to sit in there looking. They've only asked Nema one question. He's chimed in about something else. Why is Nema there? Why is Nema there? Then we have Destiny Rose. Destiny, you know, they've made a thing about her washing her car poison. Personally, it didn't impress me at all. But why is Destiny there? I need Lily back. I need Asa back. That's who I need back. I need those two people back. I need, you know, I don't know why London was on the show because she brought nothing to the show. But this reunion, the last 22 minutes of the reunion was off the chain between Gonessa and Mike, and Gonessa, Mike, and Paulina, and then Destiny, Mike, Gonessa, and Paulina. So the reunion is really good. It's only a two-parter this time, which I'm glad because there wasn't too much going on. But Reza looks good. He looks so good. And it was showing all these old clips when he was heavy. He actually looked like the show of Iran, but he doesn't even look like that anymore. He looks so good. Now, there is nothing attractive, but, you know, Yvette loves Nema. Don't know why. Yvette loves Nema. I understand why she loves Reza. I don't know who or anybody that really thinks about Nema, because Nema is nothing. He is like a product placement. That's what it is. Like you're shooting a scene and you put somebody in it. He's a product placement is what he is. So that's about everything that happened. I wanted to come in and give that little reunion update. I don't know whoever watched, if anybody in here watched The Real Housewives of Potomac last night, but Wendy Osefo was off the chain. And if you haven't watched it yet, watch it. I think I'm going to cover that maybe later on, but I know today at 5:30, I'm going to be doing the 90 Day Fiancé Part 2 reunion. I'm going to knock that out today. I know that Yvette has her interview with Conscious TV at 7, I think it is tonight. And then I'm setting up some other stuff for this week. But and guys, on my community tab too, I put in the books that we're going to be reading or the books that were suggested. I need you guys to vote on that so we can start, because I really want our first book club meeting to be like the first week of September when I get back. Let's see. Yes, Dr. Wendy was unhinged. And Katie, I don't know what you're doing later, but if you want to come up and we can discuss our HOP, I don't know what today or tomorrow, but if you guys haven't watched it, you guys really need to watch it. And I know All About the Tea is doing her thing today. I think it's 3 Central, 3 Eastern, but it was off the chain last night. Wendy has lost her last mind. She really has. And she calls herself Checking Giselle. I think that she wants to be Monique since Monique is not there. To me, she's just showing too much. And I think she's showing too much of herself. And we know that Ashley is messy as hell. Candace is for once the one with some kind of common sense. Good. Laura, you watched it. Good. It was off the chain last night. And then if you didn't see the after show with the chat room, Karen was on with Giselle and Portia. And that was something that you need to see. So I watched that so we can discuss that. And what else? I know everybody's at lunch and I really wasn't going to keep you long, but I did want to come in. I took Sunday off. I had a nice day. I relaxed. I basically was in my pajamas, took a bath, and put more pajamas on. No, let's see. So, let me see. So what else is coming up? Oh, I'm going to have the mayoral candidate for DC. I'm going to set him up for this week. I'm trying to see where I can fit him at. And so, you know, Thursdays we got Debbie. We did Stephen Avery already. And I was looking at Manhunters, and I'm going to check out the mayor of Easttown. I'm going to be watching that probably today. I'm going to watch that today to see what that's about, because I know a lot of people are watching that. And guys, if you didn't see, Maria sent me the prettiest wine glass. I put it on Instagram and I love it. So, and it's heavy too. Oh my God, that glass is heavy. That is going to be my new 19 Crimes wine glass is what I'm going to be using. So when I tip it up, you guys can see the bottom of it. So, other than that, I am going to get out of here. I wish you guys have a great, but I will be back at 5:30. If you guys haven't watched RHOP, please watch RHOP so we can talk about that. I don't know if we're going to talk about it individually or we do the Housewives Roundup. And there's so much going on right now with Erica Jane. I'm catching up on that. And I'm going to be doing an update on the R. Kelly trial as well. Hi, KK, my beauty. How are you? How are you, my sweetie? I had a nice long talk with KK yesterday. Guys, also, one of my mods, her whole family has the pandemic, and they're really not doing well. She's really in bad shape, so just keep her in your prayers as well, please. But other than that, I'm finished. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna shampoo my hair. I love our chats too. I'm gonna shampoo my hair so I have a fresh hair today. I'm gonna do a quick shampoo, blow dry. That's why I'm not on camera, because it is actually up, and I need to go get another hair. I need to go get another hair trim. But I really want to say thank you to all of you for being here. I just came in for a little bit because I wanted to discuss this little reunion where we know Mike is a liar, and I think they're going to have to revamp the Shahs of Sunset if they're going to bring them back, because this season wasn't a good season for me. Anytime I can skip episodes and not watch it, there's a problem. So, and I haven't skipped not one episode of RHOP. So they have my interest. This year, the Shahs didn't keep my interest. And I saw that You, Me, and My Ex was on last night, which I haven't watched yet. So I will be looking at that. But other than that, I don't have anything else. I miss Asa too. I need Asa and Lily back. I really do. And Lily was from Houston. I miss Lily and I want her back. But I'm going to say adieu. You guys have a very good afternoon. Be safe, be productive. Wear your mask, wear your gloves. This variant is out here. It is not playing. Guys, please protect yourselves, your family. And hi, Dorothy. How are you? The 90 Days Tell-All will be today at 5:30. I will be doing it. I've already set the time for it. I set that the other day. So we will be doing the 90-Day Tell-All today at 5:30. So it's already set. So you guys go in and hit your reminders. And again, if you're not getting the notifications, guys, go back in and hit personalize, because I did that with all the people that I follow, and I've been getting all of my notifications. So go hit personalize. Appreciate each and every one of you, all my new members, old members, all the subs. But just to make sure you guys understand the book club, I'm going to have that as members only. So if you want to become a member, I put that link on the community tab under the book club. We're in the book club stuff. So go vote. Let me know what book we're looking at. And I'm going to try to work on some things behind the scenes as well. You guys have a blessed day. Hope you can come back at 5:30. I'll see you all then. Bye, guys. Nice seeing all of you. Bye.